Have you ever caught yourself lying in bed for hours, scrolling, staring at the ceiling, or just feeling nothing? You tell yourself you're lazy, useless, that you're wasting time. But what if I told you it's not laziness? What if what you're really feeling is something much deeper, much heavier? You're not just unmotivated. You might be burned out. And that difference matters more than you think. In today's video, we're diving into 6 subtle yet powerful signs that you're not lazy, you're actually experiencing burnout, a state that's so misunderstood, so dismissed, yet more common than ever. And if you're overworked, emotionally drained, or silently suffering, this might be the video that helps you finally put a name to what you're feeling. Let's begin. Sign number 1. You feel disconnected from everything and everyone. You wake up, you function, you go through the motions, but it feels like you're not really there. You laugh when expected. You speak when spoken to. But deep down, you're numb, like a fog has wrapped itself around your brain. This isn't laziness. This is depersonalization, a classic symptom of burnout. It's when your mind protects itself from emotional overload by shutting down your ability to feel joy, interest, or even connection. You're not yourself, not because you're lazy, but because you're overwhelmed. Sign number 2. You used to care. You used to try. You used to thrive. Laziness is a lifelong trait. Burnout is a state, one you fall into after giving too much, for too long, without a break. If you once were driven, passionate, on fire with purpose, but now feel like a dull version of who you used to be, this is not a character flaw. This is burnout draining your internal battery. Your light didn't go out by accident. It was slowly dimmed by overwork, stress, and emotional fatigue. Sign number 3. The things you once loved now feel like burdens. Think about it, the hobbies, passions, goals that once made you feel alive now feel pointless. Exhausting. It's not that you stopped loving them. It's that burnout strangled the joy out of them. When the mind is tired, even pleasure feels like a chore. You might even start to resent the very things you once lived for. Not because you're lazy, but because your emotional tank is empty. Sign number 4. You're easily irritated, even by small things. Do you snap at loved ones for no reason? Feel frustrated at the smallest inconvenience? Cry unexpectedly? That's not just moodiness. That's your nervous system sounding the alarm. When you're burned out, your emotional regulation breaks down. You're not lazy, you're running on fumes, emotionally raw and constantly overstimulated. Lazy people? They don't care enough to feel irritated. You do. Because you're overwhelmed, not indifferent. Sign number 5. You've stopped taking care of yourself. Your hygiene has slipped. Meals are random or skipped. Your room is a mess. Social plans are avoided. You're isolating, neglecting, disappearing from yourself. And people around you might call it laziness. But laziness doesn't come with this kind of sorrow. This kind of guilt. This kind of quiet shame. You're not lazy. You're in pain. You're exhausted. You're overwhelmed by everything, even the basics. Sign number 6. This didn't happen overnight, it crept in. Burnout is a progressive storm. It starts quietly, just a few sleepless nights. A drop in motivation. Small things slipping through the cracks. Then slowly, your passion fades, your energy dies, your mind shuts down. By the time you realize what's happening, you're already drowning, and you can't remember what joy or rest even felt like. Burnout builds in stages: the honeymoon, stress, chronic fatigue, full collapse, and finally habitual burnout, where exhaustion becomes your default. So why does this matter? Because recognizing burnout early is the only way to heal. To interrupt the spiral. To stop calling yourself lazy when your soul is actually screaming for help. You can't heal from something you don't even realize is hurting you. But now, you know. If any of this sounds familiar, please don't ignore it. Reach out. Talk to someone. A friend. A therapist. A coach. Someone who sees past the surface and understands that this isn't your fault. And if you're still here, still watching, it means you're ready to face the truth, and that alone is courage. Let us know in the comments what resonated with you most. Maybe your story will help someone else feel less alone. And if this video brought you even a moment of clarity, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to stay connected, because this is just the beginning of a journey back to yourself. You're not lazy. You're tired. You're allowed to rest. And you deserve to heal. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.